Hello and welcome back to what will probably be the final story episode of my walkthrough to Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back here on the Crash Bandicoot Sane Trilogy for the PlayStation 4. In the last episode we did 3 levels here in Warp Room 5. We did Piston to Way, Rock It and Spaced Out. And now we only have 2 left, a difficult jetpack mission in Pack Attack and Night Fight, which is our second mission, which involves, our second level, I should say, which involves us following fireflies in order to be able to see. So we're going to use Coco. The reason we want to use Coco is because there is a trophy that we haven't yet got to do with using Coco, and that is associated with killing 5 enemies, I believe it is, using what they call her double leg drop, which I'm assuming is her version of the Crash Body Slam. Yeah, it looks like it. So, obviously a bit risky to do it in this level, but there we go. All about that risk. That's 3. That's 4. And there we go, we do indeed get a trophy for doing that, which is quite nice. So we get a trophy called, Boom Shakalaka, I think it was called. So, this route, as you can see, has a death route, and we will take the death route now. The death route here is only, I think, for 2 boxes and the gem. So, I think it's not going to be too bad. The fireflies here are a little faster than, or a little faster to run away than the other ones. But yeah, I think what's now, it actually makes more sense for us to die now, because I love the fact you see her laptop pop up when she dies. That's a great little touch. That was a terrible jump. Yeah, so essentially, you have the gem sort of halfway down, and obviously we've now got that. As we've done previously, once you grab a gem, you do not need to finish the gem path in order to keep said gem. Those guys seem to move very slowly. Yeah, I was going to say, all we're doing there was wasting our time with the firefly, actually. So, there we go. Yeah, these guys seem to be moving pretty slowly for some reason. Ah, that's much better. That's what we want to do. Hit the thingy into them. Far more efficient. So, we've got more of these guys to sort of just weave our way around. They might be higher, actually. Maybe these ones we can slide under, and maybe it was only the ones on... That was me being an idiot. Maybe it's only the ones on Totally Fly that you can't actually slide under, which is interesting. Lovely. Okay. So, I mean, a little clumsy to start off this episode, but there we go. Lovely. You hit that. We hit a checkpoint. Everything is looking good. So we'll make our way through, and eventually what we'll find is the dual path. We'll actually drop down here and do the bonus first. This bonus is pretty tough. The firefly likes to go really fast. So occasionally he'll sort of, you may well leave you behind. But I think he returns. I'm trying to remember if he does. So he's going to disappear. Does he return though? If he does return, it'll be around here. Otherwise, we just now know that we need to move a bit faster. Yeah, okay, cool. That's good to know. Good to know. I'm pretty sure there are some mean nitro positions in this bonus. Come on. Because obviously, the fireflies in these bonuses, they are a bit more sort of... They don't necessarily follow you around. They've got their own stuff to do, you know, their own paths to follow. So, who are we to tell them where to go? Anyway, so yeah, this is where you need to be careful. Nail your 2 slides, and okay, so I did a slide jump there. Maybe that's too big. Maybe that's too small. I guess we'll have to see. It does seem like they're pretty fast. The you know. So we'll come to the side just to avoid triggering that firefly there. Get back up here, trigger you, lovely. Okay, so yeah, so 1 box there. 20 out of 29, I'm pretty sure is correct. And we hit the platform, completely in pitch black darkness, which is, you know, it's a nice touch in these levels. That, you know, even though that they actually make it, you know, properly dark, they certainly don't mince around with it. So anyway, this is obviously the path that we would have taken if we had continued the death route, and essentially we need those 2 boxes there. I'm pretty sure those are the only 2 we need to worry about. So you've only got 2 jumps there to worry about. And now what we can do is we can just move on with the rest of the level, which isn't too bad. We can jump over to there. Kill you. And there we go, that is it, night fight done. That should be 46, it is 46, lovely. That'll give us both gems, crystal, all in one fell swoop. We complete night fight, really, really good. Very happy with that. Also good to sort of, you know, just have at least 1 level with Coco in it. So yeah, that one's, it's obviously a little finicky. There's really nothing too much to be worried about there. I think it would be a lot harder for them to try and sort of continue working your way backwards to try and hit the gem, because then you'd probably have to then go forwards in complete pitch, you know, in complete darkness, because you've completely run out of fireflies to, because you've already used the fireflies is what I mean, to actually go through the previous section. So yeah, I love Coco's version of the. Oh, that's a really nice touch to have Coco have a slightly different version of the crash dance. Anyway, I'm expecting us not to be able to take Coco into this level. Yeah, we can't. Obviously, yeah, that's sort of as expected, I guess, in many ways. We sort of see in previous games, certainly in Crash 3, where Coco was first introduced as a playable character, it was only in vehicle missions. So it's sort of expected to sort of see, you know, her take sort of less precedence in vehicle missions. Also, if vehicle missions are specific to characters. So you can automatically see that this level is going to be meaner than Rocket was. And indeed it is. It's not the worst. It's just not very nice. Okay, get through. Lovely. Wrong way. It's weird because you want to press X to go in sort of the direction you're going in. Because obviously it says use L2 and R2. I use X and circle, which, you know, work equivalently essentially. There's a box just there. Don't forget it. And what we can do is go through there. And now we just need to get to that checkpoint. through, hit the checkpoint. I mean, speed runs of this is going to be an absolute pain just because I really don't like the jetpack levels. There's a lot of love for them, and I can see, you know, I appreciate the love for them, but I do not like the jetpack levels. Just a control system that, you know, is completely different and alien to the one that I'm so used to with my Crash games. It's like the only, I guess, pretty much the only vehicle section in a Crash game that I really don't like. Like, all the others I largely enjoy. I think we want to go down the bottom there. So they'll sort of flop. And we can go through. This level is all about patience, all about just taking it slow, in my opinion at least. I know a lot of people will sort of have their own, sure, much faster ways of doing this. We can go up, we can just go down. So here, there's always going to be one where they're both not in the middle, and it happens obviously every 3. So we'll use that to get through. These guys are much like the guys in the lab. I really dislike them. I wonder if you can actually hit them twice in a row in order to do it fast for the relic. Okay, we can get through there. Nice. So far, this hasn't been too bad. I was expecting worse. Now that I've said that, things will definitely get worse. There's definitely some more stuff with nitros in this area, if I remember correctly. Jeez, watch out for the hot pipe up there. Yeah, okay, so you can hit them twice in a row. That's good to know. Very good to know. Jeez. Okay. Calm down. Good, good, good. Okay. We can get through here. Is that the crystal? I almost missed the crystal. That would have been embarrassing. And pretty awkward too. I'm pretty sure... Oh, there's the end of the level. We'll just zip through. Beautiful. Thank God. Very happy with that. Really happy to get Pack Attack out of the way. Do not like that level. 45 out of 45. Get the gem as well. Oh boy. Both rocket levels, sorry, jetpack levels done with relative ease actually, which is really nice. So that is it. That is all 25 levels done. Also, additionally, we have completed the bonus warp room. We have got everything. The secret exits on the 5 levels being Digging It, Hanging Out, Air Crash, Unbearable, and Bear Down. All those secret exits leading to secret entrances to Snow Go and secret entrances to Snow Go, Road to Ruin, and Air Crash again. The bonus levels, Totally Fly and Totally Bear. Everything's done. We get our trophy for 42 crystals. So gems.
Yes! My plan is nearly complete. And I have you, Crash Bandicoot, to thank for it. Engine, what's happening? What's that? Is she stealing our signal?
Crash, Cortex isn't going to use the crystals to contain the planet's energy. He's going to harness the force and use it to power the Super Cortex vortex he's built on his space station. One blast and the ray will cover the entire world, turning everyone into Cortex's mindless slaves. Crash, don't let him have those crystals!
Engine, you fool! She's telling him everything! Oh, yes, we're back now. Pardon the interruption. Crash, bring me crystals!
Bring me crystals! So there we go. We have all but one thing left. We have two things left. The two exits, the two finales to actually show you. First of all, we will of course face off against Dr. Neo Cortex, so we can show you the first ending, the ending you get from having 25 crystals. This is a boss that has been ridiculed in a lot of games. Like, everyone talks about how rubbish this boss battle is. Essentially, I love a little intro cutscene as well. So somehow Cortex has got our crystals now. And now what you got to do is you got to chase after him, and once you get close enough, you can spin him. And the thing is that even if you sort of slow down, if you hit so everything here doesn't actually really damage you, it just slows you down. Even if you do slow down, Cortex will then slow down to join you. Like, he'll sort of boast further on. He does not move fast. It should be really, really simple. That being said, it's difficult for me to tell when we're actually in a position to hit him. But there we go. As he zooms off into the distance. Essentially, all you got to do is you've just got to hit him 3 times before we hit the final portal. And that was very easy, so there we go. We can say that's very easy. We do get our first, so we do get the speed shoes. That's really cool. And we get Cortex inadequate, as we just see Cortex sort of spiraling in the corner there, which is the trophy for defeating Cortex. Was this going to go all the way to the... Doom, 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 doom. I never... Is that the same music to the... It can't be the same music as the Crash 3 final boss, surely. It's such a fast boss that often you sort of don't get the chance to really enjoy that music.
Crash, what do you suppose happened to Cortex? And what about the Cortex Vortex? It's still up there.
So obviously we have Cortex's menacing laugh to close us off, and Crash being stolen by a crab for some reason. So, again, I love this sort of the little touches here and there with it. It's absolutely great. I really enjoyed this, but we will, for now, we will skip this. Why? Because we have another ending to show you. We have all 42 gems. The 42 gems that we have collected will now allow us to show you the secret ending, the ending you get for collecting all the gems. 100% ending, because as Coco was saying, what are we to do about the Cortex Vortex? Surely Cortex is still out there and has the chance to actually yet use that.
You have acquired all of the gems. Incredible. The crystals are not the only means of harnessing planetary energy. The gems have that ability as well. And with them, I can destroy the Cortex Vortex forever! Let me warp you to my completed laser installation.
So there we go. I'm assuming if we stand at the top, we can now head up, and this should hopefully take us to Brio.
We are ready, Crash. Would you like to do the honors?
Oh, I love it. I love that cutscene. That's great. I love the fact that you really, you see the 3 islands from the first game. You can see exactly where they are from there. I love the fact that Crash belly flops on the button. That's exactly what Crash should do. I think in the first game, first game, in the original, back on the PlayStation 1, I think they actually sort of went right up to the top of that tower and showed you all of the gems as you sort of just span around, slowly showing you all of the gems as you come down. Then the final 5 of the final 5 of the coloured gems, and then they all turn into that big laser beam. and it's just great. That's a really nice, really nice cutscene. I very much enjoyed that. So there we go. That is it. That's the story mode done. We've done everything we can. We should have 100%. We do indeed have a 100%. But things are not yet done. Things are not yet complete. We still have slots to fill in at every single point here. But now we have the speed shoes, which should very much allow us to actually complete most of these relic runs. So we now have speed shoes. Alas, we cannot speed shoes around. So let's just quickly pop into, say, Turtle Woods. We won't actually do a speed run. I just want to test out how the speed shoes work, just to sort of see. See how they look like, and then, and then I think all we've got left now will be the, the 27 relics, and along with those 27 relics should come 3 trophies. So there you go. You can see these are the sprint shoes. I think it's a good idea that they introduced them for this game, because certainly in Crash 2, like, all the areas are much sort of wider, larger. There's so much more to each area, as opposed to in Crash 1, where everything is quite claustrophobic and cramped. So to have this is really cool. We have 98 lives. Come on, let's go grab let's go get back up to 100. Sorry, 99. We'll see if we can get to 100 actually. There is a way to get to 100. I think essentially if you manage to pause the game and go to if you have 99 lives and you manage to pause the game as a life is going up to to the counter essentially. I think if you manage to do that, then it essentially gets carried over and you can get 100. So let's see if we can do that. Might require a bit of Nah, I missed it. Missed it completely there, but there we go. Get back to 99 lives. Lovely. Exactly where we should be. We may well lose some depending on sort of like start positions of various start positions of that's a terrible attempt at a slide spin jump. Yes, you can. Okay, so we can get across there, which is cool as well. These are all the sort of the tricks that we'll be needing for our relic runs. So there we go. Speed shoes are activated. We can now go back and do all the speed runs, and hopefully get ourselves some platinum relics, because we have. I don't think anything could possibly beat Stormy Ascent for how difficult its platinum relic is. So but then again, you never know. Crash Bandicoot has its ways of throwing curveballs at you and making levels that you might not even think would be that difficult, particularly difficult. We'll see how we go. But yeah, no, I hope you have enjoyed this series as a whole. I hope you will join me when we start doing the relics. And yeah, I hope to see you on the next episode where we'll start our relic runs. So hope to see you then.